Hi everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. My name is Kemi Omorube, in case you are new here. So I come bearing good news today. We'll be unboxing a very affordable lighting option, especially for those new to content creation. So there are professional lighting systems you can use when creating content. The very first and foremost one is your natural light. Most of what I am currently using is the natural light, in addition to the bulbs in this room. And for vlogging, sometimes it's give some limitation depending on where you are. Like if you're in a dark room, you won't be able to make use of natural light, of course. So hence the need for this. And one very beautiful thing about this is that you can attach it to your phone or your camera and move it around and just have a constant light on your face. Like you don't need to start switching it or turning it around and all of those things. It should just face the same direction as the lens you're using. So mine came in this way. I've already torn the pack. Guys, anytime I'm doing an unboxing video, just know that I have opened it, I have tested it. Guys, I need to know a lot about this so that I can talk to you guys about it. But don't tell anybody. We're just going to assume I am opening this. Where's that noise coming from? We're just going to assume I am opening this for the first time. So it came in packed this way. I got this from AliExpress and it got shipped down here in less than 2 weeks. I'll drop a link to this below, so in case you want to get a light like this. So before I talk too much, let me pull it off. So this is how it came in. It's a mini vlogging light. It is not one of the big lighting system. I forgot to mention another lighting option is your LED light. We have soft boxes. We also have the ring lights. But then for portability, I think this is one of the best in the market. So let's get on to unboxing this. So it comes with a manual, and I had to read the manual, guys, so that I don't do the wrong thing. So it is very important that you go through the manual. I know many of you don't like reading the manual, but please do, because it has like a couple of functions. The name of this vlogging light is VL49 RGB. So I got the RGB variant. There's the variant of this just exactly like this, but it is not RGB, so you don't get those colorful lights, but then you can get different temperatures of white light, which is what you actually need for vlogging. The reason I got the RGB variant is because in the future I figure I may want to get more of these to act as a backlight. I don't know if you have watched some videos in called noise. Somebody is marketing downstairs. Yeah. So it also comes with this ULANZI VL49 qualified certificate. I think this is just to make you know that it's quality. It came inside this pack, which I have torn off, and it comes with a silica gel and also a cord for charging. Now I am currently filming using both my phone and my camera. My Canon M50 is paired with a 22mm lens. This particular Canon EFM lens has an aperture, lowest aperture of 2.0. So that is pretty good for lighting purpose. It is highly sensitive to light, as opposed to my kit lens. My camera came with this kit lens, which has an aperture, minimum aperture of 3.5 mm. So vlogging with this outside is okay. It is also a zoom lens and it has all the advantages, but then once you are vlogging inside, it poses some challenges, like your image will not be clear and all that if you don't have sufficient light. But if you have sufficient light, you can make do with this. And with an aperture of 3.5 mm, you don't get blurry background as such, while this one, that's the 22mm, can give you a little bit of a blurry effect like you are seeing in this video. So that's the advantage of getting a lens that has a lower aperture. But this light makes it possible for me to use this, because basically I have a lighting option attached to my camera, and then because this is a wide angle lens, better for vlogging than the one I currently have, just too close to your face for vlogging. And now I've even found additional usage for this. I use it for sit down talk videos like this, since I don't have another external light. Let's get on to the light proper. So this is what it looks like from the back, and this is what you have at the front. So at the back is where you have all of the controls. It has a charging port, it has a button for the control of the intensity of the light or temperature, or to choose different variations of lighting that you want. And also you get to change color. That's what all of this button does. But right here we have the on and off button here. Now I'm going to switch this lens over to my 15 to 45 mm lens, kit lens, so that we can see how much this additional light will help. So right now on my 22 mm lens, I am filming on ISO 160. Now, in as much as the camera can adjust your ISO to bring in additional light, but you want to stick with a lower ISO so that your video won't be grainy and you have like smoother, crispier video. So I'm going to continue using this same ISO on my other lens, and then we'll try out this light. It's not like you can't make use of this with the lens with a low aperture, but then I'm not sure if you notice the effect so much, considering that there's so much sunshine outside and the light I'm currently using isn't bad enough for you to, notice the effect. But for all it's worth, let's put it on. It can get brighter than this, but then you don't want the lighting to be too harsh, because it can become too much. So this won't look bad at this radio. I can reduce a little bit just so the light looks cooler on my face. And with this lighting, for instance, I can choose to reduce my ISO further. But for this camera, it can't go below 100. So with this I can use 100, and that just means the quality of my video can be better. So like I said, I will switch up this lens so that we can properly see, the effect. Okay, now you can see what I mean by this 15 to 45 mm lens being a wide angle lens that is actually better for vlogging. So, but then you can also see that because the aperture isn't low enough and it's not that sensitive to light, you can see how dark this entire setup looks, and you can see how we have lost some blurriness from the background as well. So that's the disadvantage of vlogging with this. But with this light you can make this work. Okay, it doesn't give you additional blurriness or anything, but then it definitely makes your video look brighter. So you have to be careful not to use like the brightest light when using this. And for vlogging purpose, guys, I don't have my vlogging stand here, so it may be a little bit difficult to show you some things, but let me see what I can do. So with this vlogging, you're vlogging at arm's length, so most likely you're going to hold this way, or it will be on top of your camera, and if you're holding your camera it should just be at arm's length like so. So that means the position of this light will be somewhat like this, and then you have this. Even at 1 a.m. I can still vlog with this helping me. So I don't want this light to face you guys directly, but this is what it has helped me achieve at 50%, as opposed to this. So my ISO is still at 160, and you can get this brightness once you're vlogging. You also have the option to change the temperature. It has a very wide range from 2500 Kelvin to 9000 Kelvin. So with that you can get your cool temperature, you can get the warm temperature of the lighting, and you just set whichever one balances well with your current lighting system. It is rechargeable, guys. In case I haven't mentioned it, it is rechargeable and it lasts pretty well. I've used it for about an hour with just 1 bar dropping out of the entire 4 bars of the battery. It has a little screen here where you can actually see the battery usage. You can see which of the setting you are making use of. So like I mentioned earlier on, with this lighting, you don't just get a white light. Apart from changing the temperature, you can change the style of the lighting. Maybe if you want it to be like a siren, just changing color in your background. If you want to make use of a blue light, you want to make use of a red light, orange light. So let me just adjust my ISO so that we can continue with the video. I'm adjusting the ISO. Yeah, like I was saying, it has 60 pieces of LED, and the color rendering index is 95 plus, which is very good. If you are working with the brightest setting, that's maximum output, it can last up to 2 hours. But then if you reduce the quality of the light and maybe don't make use of all these settings for ambulance and all of that, you can make use of this for 10 hours according to ULANZI. Okay, I haven't had that time to test it out for that long. Okay, but yeah, this will serve you for your regular vlogging and your common sit down talk videos like this that won't, take more than an hour or two. The power rating is also 6 watts, and the lighting distance is 5 meters, so you can basically feel the effect of this light from 5 meters away. Now, one of the features that this has is that it has a magnetic back, so you can attach this to a metallic door. Maybe you need it at a particular corner of your shelf that is made with metal. You can just hang this on it and it stays. So the back is magnetic. Now let's take this back here. Yes, so that's it with the features you can get from your ULANZI VL49 RGB. Now I just remember I haven't shown you guys the different color settings. Here is the white light. Let me face myself or keep it in the back. So the button immediately beside the on and off button is where you change the type of style. So at this is for color variation. You want a particular color. Are you seeing my hand? Are you seeing this? So you want a particular color variation, and then you can then switch between the density by clicking once again on the first button, just one, not long pressing, just press once, and then you can switch between the intensity and the particular color you're working on. So here, the other two buttons right here, they are for increasing or reducing the position of your color. So right now you can see what is happening. It has changed to purple. I just press it down and then we have the colors changing. You can still press one after the other, but then if you want like to move faster, you can change by pressing it down. So you have different color variations you can work with here. So this is at the maximum intensity of light, but for this kind of dark place, it may not be a bad option. So now we are back to the default setting. I hope you have gained a thing or two from this video. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a comment below. Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.